Now you're a changed man. You're on a different path. At what point do you get into religion?
Well, I had embraced Islam in the pen. You know what I'm saying? But I always felt that if you're not doing it on the street, then you're not a real Muslim. So um, I got away from it. You know what I'm saying? I got away from it, and I saw a guy named H. Ryder out of Las Vegas. You know what I mean? Who's a Muslim, has been a Muslim for 20 years. But the thing about him, he's a Muslim in the struggle. I said, bro, you don't, you. He's like, but I'm a Muslim, right? And I was like, that's dope, right? So I would talk to him. You know what I mean? I would, of course, go to the mosque. You know what I mean? And one day, I get a voice in my head, and it's like you ain't doing this, right? One day you're gonna be in front of this camera, you're gonna be on the stage, and what you gonna say? Can't say that it was the streets. You know what I'm saying? I can't say that I'm on because of the BMF shit. Can't say the Oakland shit. You know what I'm saying? I can only say the truth that Allah had a plan for me. That he you know what I mean? He spared me. He spared me to come and really testify. And my testimony is that, you know what I mean? Yeah, you can truly change your life.
Right.
You know what I mean? And influence others and be more of a beacon of light of doing the right thing. So, you know what I mean? That's my thing now, is challenging myself to not do nothing wrong. No gambling, drinking, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know.
But Charleston said you only do that on the internet.
Charleston, man, is a knockoff, man. You know what I'm saying? Really. I'm telling you, like, you got to, check my files and check my background. You know what I mean? You can see me, I could really be doing it. You know what I mean? It ain't nothing fly about getting on the Danza project and announcing that you ain't with it. If you with it, then that's what it is. When I was selling dope and I was doing that shit, my job was to sell dope. So I had to let people know. You know what I mean? I wasn't no secret drug dealer. You know what I'm saying? I was gonna move it, and they had to catch me doing it. You know what I mean? So that's about behind closed doors and all that. Like,
Yeah.
No.
Because it seems like that's what he was really like. He goes at a lot of times, like, people become, and you're saying opposite, right? It's like, a lot of people become Muslim in prison, and he ain't with it. Like, he don't believe that. He said you got to be outside doing that shit.
Well, that's what up until I met H, up until I met Ryder, I felt the same thing. You know what I'm saying? But I talked to the brother, and I see that you can be a Muslim and in the struggle. And I'd rather be a Muslim struggling than just struggling. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You're a work in progress. God
Absolutely. No one is perfect at all.
Yeah.
Now let's talk about the boxing, right? You got a lot of shit going on in boxing right now. Particularly, right? I seen Drake suing UMG. And it's he got into the lawsuits, and I seen a post by you talking about the lawsuits and how, like, people, this has been done before. Right. And talk to us about, like, the process with the lawsuit and what you're trying to actually get accomplished with it.
Well, the thing about the lawsuit, any kind of lawsuit, any kind of suing anyone, that's business, right? And I think that a lot of times the guys that really don't come from the struggle, those that are on the computer, right? They're giving you misinformation. Either you're in the streets or you're not. If you're a civilian, right, then you're doing and operating, like I said, I'm competing with civilians. I'm not competing with street niggas. I done done that already. You know what I'm saying? And been fly doing it. But where do we go from there? And I'm telling you, if you're using street tactics in business, on this side, you're gonna get ran over.
Yeah.
You're gonna get ran over.
Know what that looks like.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So a lot of times it's with the music, you know what I'm saying? You're guilty by fault because you're still supposed to be a street nigga, a musician, right? For me, I always thought they were musicians.
Mm.
I didn't think they were street niggas.
See.
I didn't think that they were, but now they're being held accountable to be street niggas, and they're not able to be civilians. So with even the Nipsey Hussle case, could he be Nipsey the boss, or was he obligated because of the community, because of that he always had to be a Crip? You see what I mean?
Yeah.
So, well, shit, the people that, whether it's Bob, whether it's Oscar, Eddie, you get out of pocket with them, they're gonna sue you. So what was I not supposed, how am I not supposed to run a company for Devin and not do what
business?
Do business.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Now, if I pull up on him and bust him upside his fucking head, you know what I'm saying? Everybody gonna say I'm out of pocket.
Yeah, now
Yeah, they're gonna say I'm out of pocket. It ain't like I don't know how to do it. You see what I'm saying? But the flyest part about it is not doing it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. So this part of the game is business 101. You know what I mean? You use drugs. We signed up for a fair fight. We entered into a deal, right? We entered into a partnership to put on an event. And you did the most out-of-pocket shit in the world, right? So what am I supposed to do? They talking about get it back in blood. What blood are you talking about?
Yeah, but
we're talking about business.
Right.
So I'm gonna hit your pocket like you would hit mine. You know what I mean? Right. And shit.
So the general consensus from the people online commenting, right, is like, oh well, Haney got beat up. It doesn't matter what weight he is or what he did. Garcia's a better fighter. Now, a lot of people that do their history, a lot of people that do their history shows these guys are 3-3 at the time. They get into the ring. So 8 out of 12 rounds were given to Haney.
Right.
Those 10-8 rounds is what ended up giving Garcia the edge. Which we can say the drugs had an influence on it. And the weight. They say that, Floyd says, hey, come in a little bit overweight. What are your thoughts on that?